Sydney Sweeney, the 28-year-old phenom whose blend of raw talent and unapologetic sensuality has redefined modern Hollywood stardom, turned heads, quite literally, with her most audacious red carpet appearance yet at Variety's 2025 Power of Women event. The shimmering silver gown, a Christian Cowan masterpiece of iridescent transparency, left nothing to the imagination, clinging to her curves like liquid mercury poured over sculpted marble. Floor-length and laced corset style up the back, the ensemble featured a boat neckline that framed her décolletage with elegant restraint, only to dissolve into a sparkling void below, revealing glimpses of skin that sparked both admiration and discourse. Paired with diamond earrings that caught the flashbulbs like distant stars and silver Jimmy Choo stilettos that elongated her already statuesque frame, Sweeney's look was a manifesto in confidence, a glittering rebuke to anyone daring to underestimate her. The gown's cinched waist accentuated her hourglass silhouette, a nod to vintage glamour reimagined through a futuristic lens. The fabric's subtle shift from silver to subtle rainbows under light evoked a disco ball reborn as high couture. Sweeney's recent hair evolution, a dramatic blonde bob that sliced through the air like a golden guillotine, crowned the ensemble, tousled just enough to suggest windswept rebellion. As she navigated the step and repeat, posing with the poise of a seasoned icon, social media ignited. One ex-user dubbed her an absolute showstopper, capturing the collective gasp that rippled through the digital ether. Hashtags proliferated, hashtag Sydney Sweeney sheer, hashtag Power of Women glow up, turning the moment into a viral symposium on body positivity, fashion daring, and the female gaze reclaimed. Yet this wasn't mere exhibitionism, it was layered symbolism. Sweeney, fresh from Euphoria's neon-drenched explorations of youth's underbelly and the White Lotus's satirical skewers of privilege, has long navigated an industry that reduces women to optics. Her speech that evening transformed the gown from provocateur to podium, a sheer armor for vulnerability. "I know what it feels like, to have people define you before you've had a chance to define yourself," she intoned, voice steady amid applause. "I know what it feels like to have to prove that you deserve to be here, to be seen, to be taken seriously." The words landed like velvet thunder, drawing from her trajectory, a South Carolina girl who parlayed indie grit and big-time adolescence to HBO anti-heroine Cassie Howard, all while fending off typecasting as the hot one. "Every one of us has our own fight," she continued, her eyes scanning the room of trailblazers, actresses, producers, philanthropists, who nodded and shared recognition. "Strength doesn't look loud sometimes, and sometimes it's about getting up again and again no matter who is watching." Sweeney's narrative isn't abstract, it's forged in the fires of scrutiny. Post-Euphoria, she's balanced bombshell roles with producing credits on Anyone But You, a rom-com that grossed $220 million on Rompei Charm, and Immaculate, a horror hit where she wielded fate's terror. The gown then was her Excalibur, transparent yet unbreakable, inviting judgment only to dismantle it. She concluded with a clarion call, "Don't shrink yourselves, your power is already within." It echoed her ethos, seen in off-screen ventures like her sustainable swimwear line and advocacy for women's health post-mastectomy rumors, debunked as baseless. The event, honoring women's industry clout, amplified her message. Sweeney, presenting an award, wove personal anecdote with collective empowerment, urging young attendees to embrace their multifaceted selves. Post-speech, as she mingled in the gown's ethereal glow, conversations buzzed, not just on its daring but its dialogue with her words. Critics who once dismissed her as eye candy grappled with the irony. In bearing all, she armored her intellect. Cowan's design genius lay in its duality, playful yet profound, the lacing evoking bondage undone, the sparkle a metaphor for inner light-piercing darkness. Sweeney's stride, unhurried and electric, commanded the carpet, photographers clamoring for angles that captured the gown's alchemy. Backstage, she laughed off the fuss, crediting stylists for the naked dress evolution from Cher's Bob Mackie era to now. Yet, in interviews she's candid. Such choices reclaim agency in a gaze-heavy world. "It's my body, my rules," she said, echoing broader shifts post-#MeToo, where visibility becomes visibility on one's terms. This appearance cements Sweeney's ascent. From sharp objects ingenue to rom-com darling to horror auteur, her career a mosaic of genre hops that defy pigeonholing. The Power of Women nod isn't token, it's earned, spotlighting her as a voice for the underestimated. As the night waned, Sweeney slipped into after-party whispers, gown trailing like a comet's tail, leaving an indelible streak, beauty as bravery, exposure as exaltation. In Hollywood's relentless churn, moments like these redefine power, not in volume but in the quiet roar of authenticity unveiled.